This is how you can win the game on turn 1 without ever attacking. I've been talking a lot about turn 1 wins in Magic. This is another one that exists in the modern format, and this one is actually turn 1, 7 cards on the play, not on the draw. I'm going to explain how the whole thing works, but these are the 7 cards you need in your opening hand. It starts off with Summoner's Pact, a copy of Chancellor of the Tangle, our favorite way to get ahead on mana, 1 copy Ground Rift, 2 copies Mutagenic Growth, and a Leyline of Resonance, plus 1 land that gets you a red source. This will probably get like a Stomping Ground, but it could get you a basic mountain just as easily. Be sure to hit that follow button if you guys like turn 1 combo content like this. In the one that I posted last night, I was wrong. Everybody has called that out in the comments that I was wrong. The card we needed in our opening hand was Summoner's Pact, which got me thinking about this combo, which is why we're talking about it now. So here's how this works. Turn 1, you're going to start off by revealing cards that have game actions before the game starts. You guys know that we love a Chancellor of the Tangle, triple green 4 for a 6/7 beast, but you can reveal it from your opening hand. If you do, add a green to your mana pool in your first main phase. We also need to start the game with a Leyline of Resonance in play, so when you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only a single creature you control, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Next up, you're going to crack your Wooded Foothills, pay 1 life, and search your library. You will get a Stomping Grounds and put it into play untapped. You'll pay 2 life. Next up, you're going to cast Summoner's Pact, 0 mana for an instant. Search your library for any green creature card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. But remember, if you don't pay green 2 during your next upkeep, you're going to lose the game. That doesn't matter, we're going to have won the game by then. Summoner's Pact is going to search your library for a copy of Venerated Rot Priest, green for a 1/2 Phyrexian Druid with Toxic 1. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, target opponent gets a poison counter. With the green mana you have floating from the Chancellor, you're going to cast the Venerated Rot Priest. Next up, you're going to pay 2 life to cast 1 of the copies of Mutagenic Growth, targeting your Venerated Rot Priest. Because you have Leyline of Resonance on the battlefield, it's going to copy that Mutagenic Growth. And each of those 2 copies that targets the Venerated Rot Priest is going to put a poison counter on target opponent. You're going to pay 2 life and do it again, producing the same result. Your opponent now has 4 poison counters. Finally, you're going to tap the Stomping Ground, producing a red mana. And with that red mana, you're going to cast Ground Rift, targeting Venerated Rot Priest. Target creature without flying can't block this turn. But it has Storm, which means it's going to copy for every single spell you've cast before it this turn. This is where it gets a little bit complicated. So your Ground Rift you cast is going to target the Rot Priest, and it's also going to copy because of the Resonance, but the Storm ability is totally separate. Which means at this point, after your 2 copies of Ground Rift have resolved, you've now targeted Venerated Rot Priest 6 times, 3 originals and 3 copies. That's 6 poison counters for your opponent. But now your Storm copies are going to go on the stack. Storm is going to copy once for the Summoner's Pact, once for the Rot Priest, and once each for the 2 copies of Mutagenic Growth. Which means on the play with 7 cards in hand and never attacking, you have put 10 poison counters on your opponent and they lose the game. Magical Christmas Land this may be, but it's still a turn 1 win. This content is all brought to you guys by Dragon Shield. If you ever need any Dragon Shield products, hit that link in my bio and use my name, Ben Bateman, all lowercase, 1 word, for 5% off your order. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.